Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome to the F1 Word, and yes, you guessed it, to another launch reaction video. I say you guessed it would have been in the title and thumbnail, so the clues were there. But anyway, we've already seen 3 2021 cars, or at least their liveries, and today we got our first look at the new Red Bull, the RB16B. Now, over the years, the team has surprised us all with some really striking launch and test liveries. We didn't get one last winter though. And despite all the teasing with shakedown merchandise and things like that, we didn't get one this year either. Honestly, it was a little bit anticlimactic this morning, just simply because I was hoping they might give us a shakedown livery to get excited about, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. Maybe we will see something a little bit different when it takes to the track later this week. I mean, look, the livery itself doesn't and has never bothered me. They are a brand, and so of course they will stick close to what they've had in the past. It's no different to Ferrari having a red car every year. Plus, and maybe I'm a little bit boring with this, but I've always liked the look of the Red Bull paint job, so it's fine by me. It is interesting to see Honda on the rear wing. Obviously, the team's deal with Aston Martin ended last year, so that is probably the main reason. But I like to think that maybe they also wanted to give the manufacturer a more prominent spot for its final season. However, it is probably more to do with the former. When it comes to the technical side of things, we will of course see a new floor, although once again, there is no top-down image. So I can't do an awful lot to show that off in this video, but as I said yesterday about the Alfa Romeo floor, it will likely be very close to what we've seen from other teams like McLaren and AlphaTauri. The barge boards have certainly had some work done compared to last year, and the side pod shape has been tweaked as well, so there are definitely, at first glance at least, a few changes in there. But we have to be cautious with every team, especially Red Bull, because they are very secretive with these things, and this will not be the finished car, and what we see in testing in the first race will have some further changes, no doubt. But remember, this year is all about evolution rather than revolution, so for many teams the changes will be fairly subtle. We'll see what rolls out in Bahrain at the end of March though. It might be exactly what we see now, but I highly doubt it. Looking ahead to 2020 then, I'm really looking forward to see what Red Bull can do this year, and no, I'm not getting sucked into the usual pre-season, oh my god, this is the year they're going to challenge hype, or whatever you want to call it. But I don't think it's unreasonable to be excited to see what they can do. Honda is planning to go out with a bang, albeit a different bang to the one it arrived with back in 2015. And it is already planning to develop the power units heavily throughout this year. So surely that can only be a positive for the team. And if Red Bull can get the chassis on point and resolve the correlation issues they had last year, something Christian Horner is hoping has been sorted, if all of that comes together and with Max Verstappen at the wheel, who knows what could happen. I don't think they will win the titles this year, or even one of the titles, but I do fully expect them to be closer than in previous seasons to Mercedes. And it's a big year for Verstappen as well. I know this is a little bit early for talking about the driver market, but as things stand right now, come the end of 2021, Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas are both out of contract, meaning there are potentially seats available at Mercedes. If, and it's a big if, but if Lewis Hamilton decided to call it a day, and Red Bull can't give Max the car he needs to fight for titles, there's a strong chance he could be tempted away by Mercedes. Don't rule out the possibility of Verstappen and Russell at Mercedes next year. That actually sounds quite tasty. But anyway, at the end of the day, there will come a point where he stops hoping that the usual will be better next year line will become reality and instead will try something else. What I'm saying is that Red Bull must give him the car he needs to compete consistently for wins and challenge for the title. If not, of course he's going to look elsewhere. He's been waiting for several years now for them to deliver on that promise. But it's not all about Verstappen, of course. There's a lot of intrigue on the other side of the garage too. Sergio Perez will be the third driver since Daniel Ricciardo left to fill that second seat, and I can't wait to see how he gets on. I said it yesterday, there are a lot of lineups I'm very excited for this year. I've got to say, Red Bull has to be the one I'm most hyped for. It's a chance as well for a couple of big questions to potentially be answered. So firstly, many have wondered for a while what Perez could do at a top team with a competitive car, and yes, I know he drove for McLaren, but let's be honest, that car was far from great. And 2021 represents an opportunity for him to show that he should have been at the sharp end of the grid a long time ago. Or at least to prove the theories right that he had the talent to be at the sharp end of the grid. And secondly, will we get a definitive answer about that second car? Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon both failed to deliver when they had their chances in that second Red Bull, and many quite strongly argue that a lot of their problems were down to the handling, or at the very least that it didn't suit either driver's styles. If Checo hops in that car and struggles as well, it will be tough to argue against that. However, if he is consistently, let's say, within a quarter of a second of his teammate and is picking up consistent podiums, the question will, for me at least, still probably remain. And the reason, in my view, it will remain is because it may just be that it does suit his driving style rather than Checo being able to tame the second Red Bull. We'll see, I guess, but honestly, it's going to be fascinating to watch. I can't wait for it. Teammate battle-wise, I do fully expect Verstappen to come out on top. However, I do believe Perez will run him a lot closer than Gasly and Albon did, and as a result, that will help Red Bull keep the pressure on Mercedes. All of that said, please do bear in mind that I also stated back in 2019 that I expected Gasly to be much closer to Max than many were predicting, and, well, yeah. To summarise all of that waffle then, the car is very much, or it appears to be very much the car we saw in Abu Dhabi last year, but with changes to comply with the new regulations. However, there will inevitably be changes come testing, so watch this space with that one. And when it comes to the livery, it is what it is, branded, and that's never going to change. But it would have been cool to see something a little bit different for the shakedown. All in all, though, it's a good-looking car, and hopefully it will deliver on track in 2021. Frankly, as much as we love to talk about liveries, they really don't matter, and it's all about performance. That is it for this launch reaction video though, but you can as always let me know your thoughts on the RB16B down in the comment section. And also, do you think this could finally be the year that Red Bull challenges Mercedes for the title? Now, I will be back soon with another video, but if you did enjoy this one, then please do leave a like as it really helps out the channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. We've got 4 launches next week, then it's testing, and then we go racing. So plenty to come over the next few weeks. But as ever, thank you for watching. I've been Sean, this has been the F1 Word, and until next time, goodbye.